All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We've got a 5-game NBA slate. We've got a lot of college football. We got a lot of college basketball. I'm going to give you my best bets in each of those three sports. So I'm excited about that. All right, let's dive in. We'll start with the recap. We went 5-2 yesterday, so very good day. Almost had a perfect day. We had Trae Young, who had 11 assists heading into the fourth quarter. GG. Couldn't get one more, so hooked us there. And then, what was the other one we missed? Ja Morant, over 11.5 rebounds, assists. Ended up being a blowout. That killed us. He had 7 at halftime, and they just absolutely blew them out in the third quarter, and he didn't play much of the fourth. So it is what it is. Let's talk about our plays today and get you guys on your way. All right, first game, Hawks and the Hornets. Hawks coming off a very impressive win against the Cavs again yesterday. So on a back-to-back, that doesn't necessarily worry me against these Hornets. Now, I will tell you, the way I'm kind of reading the props, it's almost like they think the Hornets are going to win. So I can't get myself to go Hornets plus 4.5. I got to go Atlanta minus 4.5. Even on a back-to-back, this team is just rolling. So Atlanta minus 4.5. This over 225.5 is really sticking out to me. That's very low. That kind of tells me that the books think the Hornets aren't going to shoot so good. So kind of mixed there. Atlanta minus 4.5 over 225.5. 76ers and the Pistons. We do get Paul George back today, most likely, and Caleb Martin. Both are game time decisions, but more likely to play than to sit. Same thing on the Hornets game. Ball is expected to play. Trey Mann is expected to play. Richards might play, so they could be getting some key players back. That's why we see the line where it is. Pistons minus 1.5 in this spot after a very impressive win yesterday. Wizards and the Bucks not touching this game with a 10-foot pole. I want nothing to do with this whatsoever. Giannis is a game-time decision, expected to play. Kuzma is out for the Wizards, so this does have some impact. There are some props I like in this game. In terms of picking a winner or the over-under, no thanks. Golden State Phoenix should be a great game. Really tough one, actually, to handicap. I wouldn't want to pick a winner in this game. Slight lean towards Phoenix minus 2.5, only because Steph Curry is dealing with he's got knee soreness, so he is a game time decision. There is a potential that he doesn't play. Kuminga should be playing. Peyton should be playing. Other side of the ball for Phoenix. Nurkic and Beal both should be playing, so they should have their full lineup in here. So Phoenix minus 2.5 on this one. All right, Mavericks and the Jazz. Dallas minus 6.5. Jazz at home are a little bit better, but this is a nice one. Dallas minus 6.5. I would lean towards this under 232.5, but I don't love it. They decently paced teams. They're both kind of right in the middle of the pack, right there between 10 and 15. So I like the under 232.5 or 232. Yeah, 232.5. All right, let's get some picks, get you guys on your way. First one we're going to start with is going to be Cade Cunningham over 14.5 rebounds plus assist. I imagine this line gets bumped to 15.5. 14.5 is on DK. Other books have it at 15.5. He's over this in 10 straight games. I didn't take him yesterday because he had just came back from injury. He cruised past this line. So I don't see a reason why he doesn't hit this line again today. John Collins over 8.5 rebounds. He's over this in 3 straight games. He's had 14, 13, 13. Against Dallas, 8 of the last 11 power forwards have hit their line. Dallas is 26th in rebounds allowed to the power forward position. Kessler's line is 9.5, and he's favored to go under. Like I said, I think every night you can pick one of these guys, either Collins or Kessler, are going to go over. I'm hedging my bet on Collins. All right, Steph Curry over 10.5 rebounds plus assists. A little dicey because he is a game-time decision. He's over this in 9 straight games. Phoenix is 27th in rebounds allowed to the point guard position. However, they're second in assists allowed. But I think Steph Curry steps up today, has a nice day. I think they limit his scoring to some degree, so he's going to have to pass the ball. All right, Kyrie Irving under 39.5 PRAs. He's under this in 7 of his last 8 games. Luka is technically a game-time decision, so there's a chance he could play. It's highly unlikely. The only time Irving hit this was against Atlanta, who plays at a very frantic pace. Utah's 11th in pace, so not horribly slow, but kind of middle of the road. So I like him to go under this line today. Malcolm Brogdon over a 3.5 assist. He's over this in the last 9 games without Kyle Kuzma. Now that stretches back to last season, but I think he's got a good spot here to get some assists. It's going to be him and Jordan Poole kind of handling that. I did look at the Jordan Poole over points. I just don't like it. I did see that's kind of a bit of a popular play out there today. I don't really like it. It's 19.5. I've got him projected to finish at 16.5. So not going to jump on that. Damian Lillard over 6.5 assists. He is averaging 8.5 assists against top 5 pace teams. Washington plays at a very high pace. They're 4th in pace. So I like the pace here. Should be a good one. Hopefully you can knock that 7 assist out. The only thing that scares me is blowout potential. It's the only thing that ruins this one. PJ Washington over 9.5 rebounds plus assists. He's over this in 4 straight games. Jazz are 8th and 10th for rebounds and assists. So it's not necessarily a great line, but he's absolutely been crushing this. So I like him to go over this with no Luka. Now, if somehow Luka plays, this is a wash. It doesn't hit. But highly unlikely Luka does play. All right, 2 kind of value bets I like in the NBA that aren't on the card, but you could use them as a dance partner. First one's going to be Trae Young over 3.5 turnovers. He is over this in like 8 of 10 games, and the ones he missed, he had 3. So he's going to turn the ball over. He just has it in his hands way too much. And then Kevin Durant over 8.5 rebounds and assists. If you can find it, it's still on DraftKings at 8.5. Will most likely get bumped to 9.5 here in a little bit. I don't love it at 9.5. Do like it at 8.5. All right, let's talk about some college basketball plays I like. So Eastern Washington and Utah. This is a late game. Over 145. I've got this projected to be 157. So good value there. Sam Houston State minus 6.5 versus Colgate. I've got this as an 11.5 point spread. So getting good value there. Furman and Kansas under 154. I've got this projected to be 145. And then Iona +4 versus Indiana State. I actually like Iona to win this at +150. I have Iona winning this by 1.5 points. So the +4, good value there. Now, I will tell you this is a model, and we're testing it a little bit. So if you don't want to play these games, certainly understand. Fade with caution is kind of based on the KenPom model. So not kind of, it is based on the KenPom model. So built that last night. We're giving her a try. These are the ones with the highest variances today. All right, college football. Games I like. UTSA +7 versus Army. I actually like UTSA to win this. I think their time of possession is through the roof. They've scored 40-some points in like their last 4 games. So I do like the over in this game too. But ultimately going to go with the +7. Michigan or Ohio State. I am an Ohio State fan. Very, very much. I hate Michigan, to be honest with you. I like the over 42. I like Ohio State minus 19.5 as well. That's where it currently sits on DraftKings. I love that it's 19.5. I hope they just beat their faces in. All right, Texas Tech -3 versus West Virginia. Should be a pretty high-scoring game. Every Texas Tech game has been very high-scoring, but I like them to go into West Virginia and win by more than 3. And then last one I like, Notre Dame -6.5 versus USC. Playable up to 7. You just bring push potential in, but Notre Dame's been just too damn good, so I like them to get the job done in this one. So that is going to do it for me, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. Helps us as we're growing towards 600 subs. Give the video a thumbs up. Comment down below with your favorite play, and I'll catch you in the next video.